I cannot believe what just happened here.
Oh, my dear, my dear. You really must think your old grandmother's three-quarters a dimwit, don't you?
Well, I do know that if it had been me instead of Sarah, things would have been completely different.
Elizabeth, you're really going to have to make up your mind. You know, you never tire of reminding me that you are not Sarah. You don't like it when everybody expects you to be more like Sarah, and yet you take umbrage when I don't treat you both the same way. Well, why should I? Elizabeth, do you have any idea what it means to trust somebody? It doesn't mean that you think they can do no wrong. It means that you believe they will do the best they can, and if they make a mistake, they'll start out small, please God, and that they will always, always tell you the truth. So, do I trust Sarah in a way I don't trust you right now? Yes. And we both know there are reasons. But does it mean that I love and appreciate you any the less? No, of course not.
You said I could talk my way out of anything. You're the master of that.
Thank you. And you really have no idea how all this test-answer business came about.
Nikolas said he did it. I mean, who am I to call him a liar? I've really got to get to work.
Work? You didn't tell me you were working this evening.
Do you want to call Ruby and double check?
Do you have change for the bus?
Yes, Graham.
Come here a minute. There's something on your face.
Oh.
You are so dear to me.
Graham, I won't be late.
Can we get to the bottom line here? Because it just seems to me that whatever Nikolas does, you hate his guts. Does it even have to be something he does to you? No. He goes out with Sarah Weber, you hate him. You go out with Sarah Weber, you hate him. Lucky, don't you get tired of it?
You know, I really only think about it when he's in my face.
Well, another thing, which is hardly irrelevant. He is your brother.
We may be related, but he will never be my brother.
Well, you know, you're going to have to excuse your mother if she doesn't agree. And meanwhile, the people that you do seem to acknowledge as family, you don't seem to want to have anything to do with. When your father called you this morning, wanting to talk to you for what, the 6th time?
I told you I couldn't be here, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, right, Lucky. Because why? Because you were going to be late for school. Well, please, come on. I'm sorry. I don't buy that. What do you think I am, an idiot? You know that Luke is going to want you in Switzerland for a visit. Maybe even a long one. And you don't want to go. You want them here. Well, that's okay. I'm not even unsympathetic to that, but you're going to have to call him and tell him. And you're also going to have to stop and think about what you're asking your mother and father to walk back into. You know how it was last time. You know how it tore your mother apart and the kind of friction it put the whole family through to see you and Nikolas at each other's throats all the time, and now you're at it again. Lucky, if you want the family back together, and I know you do, you're really going to have to think about how this is going to feel. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi.
Come on in. How's your sister?
Why? She been sick?
Well, I heard what happened at school.
Oh, she's fine. She was only a suspect for like 40 seconds. Pretty unbelievable, huh?
Yeah.
And all she's worried about is you-know-who. As a matter of fact, she had to run off and meet him in their secret place.
They're what? How can they have a secret place? Neither one of them even knows the city. Must be like a phone booth or something.
It didn't sound like that.
Excuse me. I have a feeling if I stick around, I'm going to have to say something, and I'd rather be starting dinner. You're not going anywhere, right?
Hadn't thought about it.
Good.
Anyway, it sounded like it was outside and probably dark, but it's not like Sarah would tell me or Graham.
Yeah, I can't picture her actually refusing Audrey if she was grilling her.
Graham doesn't grill her.
Yeah.
Now, if it had been me, Sarah has her completely snowed. Graham even gave her the car keys.
You're kidding me. What does Nikolas do? Does he just sit there and wait for her to show up?
I don't know, I guess they have these signals. He left this really weird phone message.
Well, sure he would. Wants to collect all he can from his big hero act today. It's so transparent.
Yeah, but collect what? That's my question. Oh, come on, you know what I mean. I wonder what they do when it rains. Or maybe it just makes it more romantic.
How long ago did Sarah leave?
When did she leave? I don't know. She left before me. Nikolas looks old enough to buy alcohol, don't you think? I bet you when he was in Europe, he used to drink constantly. Gee, I hope Sarah has enough common sense not to,
Not to what?
you know, go too far. I mean, she's so naive. You can talk that girl into anything. Who knows? Maybe her virginity is wandering the moors like Heathcliff's and Catherine's. What? What did I say? Where are you going?
I am not just gonna sit here when I know Sarah's in danger, okay?
So you're going after her?
Did the place you described sound like the boathouses?
Oh, Lucky, this is ridiculous. She took Graham's car. She could be anywhere.
Like I say, I know this town, girl. They don't.
Wait. But didn't you tell your aunt that you weren't leaving?
No, I said I hadn't thought about it. Now I have.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go with you.
You couldn't keep.
So say you find him. You guys end up in a fight. One of you winds up a bloody pulp. Oh, Lucky, forget it. If I'm not going, then neither are you.
Hi. Did you miss me? Well, shame. I sort of hoped you'd burn this place down.
What are you doing here? Nothing's wrong?
No, everything's good from my perspective. The women are all fine. Who is this lovely lady?
The name's Elizabeth.
She's, Sarah Weber's sister. Elizabeth, this, it's my father.
Mr. Spencer, I've been dying to meet you.
Oh, why is that?
Well, everything I've heard about you has been so fabulous. I live with my grandmother.
Uh-huh. Well, thank you, Liz.
I prefer Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
So, what about what we were gonna do?
We'll have to wait.
Are you sure?
Can I have a few minutes with you? Sorry to interrupt.
You heard the man.
Okay, probably wasn't such a good idea anyway. Mr. Spencer, maybe one day you could turn me on to Electric Blues. Lucky tells me you have an awesome record collection.
Oh, well, yeah, sure. It's nice meeting you, Elizabeth. Bye. Come here. You look great.
Hey.
A little tense, but great. Yeah, you look good. Are you avoiding your mother?
No, it hasn't been like that. Yeah, there's a 6-hour time difference for one thing. I mean, I've had school, a lot of school.
School?
Yeah.
The summer goes by and you can't think of a better excuse than school?
All right, before you start with the thumb screws, am I allowed to ask how Lulu and Mom and Grandma are?
They're fine. I already told you that. Your mother misses you for some reason. Lulu's lucky. I don't think she even remembers who the hell you are.
Oh, come on, Dad. Don't use Lulu to inspire Gil. You can get a little more creative than that. So, where are they? Why aren't they here?
Because I'm only here long enough to do a little business and gather my son.
I would recognize that voice a mile away.
Baby.
Welcome home,
Oh,
Luke.
thanks. How are you holding up, sweetheart?
Aw, much better now that you're here.
So what went on here this summer?
Oh, I'd be happy to, tell you all about it, but I got a test to study for, so.
Oh, a test. School again. Well, don't study too hard. I don't want to see any A's on that report card.
Okay.
We got to talk later.
Yeah. It's nice to have you back.
Yeah. It's great to be here.